then Darren Campbell. Darren is up in second place, and that will mean 8 second row start for the second race later in the programme. So the finish in Division 2 tournament for the latter race so far this weekend. We've got the results on race number 5 of the Morgan stepping into the to retire, so that's bad luck for Carl Fennick, who was having such a good run there with Neil Kelly, Jason O'Connor. He's having a look, see if he can see his passenger, but I believe it's round towards the banking as Barry James comes through there. Barry James, Carl Morgan. So now we're looking at the lead for the F2. Second on the race, Danger Moss, Glenn Biggs from Neil Kelly and Jason O'Connor. The sidecar wheel coming up into the air there, and it looks like Neil Kelly going to go better. Making his way up through the field. That looks like about 7th place at the moment to Kingham. He's just ahead on the first position of that. Wanting to James Webb. So Mark Dickens leads this one out of church. Chris Smith finds a way through then, so he's just got that bit of daylight between himself and the race leader now to close the gap. Mark Dickin will soon have Chris Smith on the rear wheel, and this will be a fine ride from Chris Smith, the Alpha construct R6 Yamaha then, closing in on the race leader. Poor Mark Thompson, second place in the first one, it's 7th place now for Mark Thompson. So Chris Smith has done the catching, but he can't seem to get any closer to Mark Dickin at the moment to mount a challenge. The gap big enough to stop Chris Smith making a lunge at the moment. There's Mark Dickin across the line, Chris Smith, Stuart Haslam, and Haslam has Steve Munt closing in now as well. So Steve Munt having a good ride there in 4th place. It's Dave Langley across the line, Chris Kingham and Mark Hodgson. Rocking all of a sudden, Mark Dickin has made the most of the tail end to open up the gap now on Chris Smith. Chris had that look right to catch Mark Dickin, but it does look as if Mark has now opened up the gap slightly at the head of the field. Let's have a look for the leaders. They should be coming back out of Peel any moment. There is Mark Dickin, so he has stretched the advantage over Chris Smith. So Mark Dickin, Chris Smith, in a bit of a gap. Stuart Haslam, Steve Muntlock, and the team that's really prepared for it. So Chris would like to thank Andy Grimley. There is the team. Leo Eversley, an ex-racer that's been invented. Now Leo was a very good 400 racer. And it's achieved that Red Star 400 of Chris Spooner. Now the constructor Red Star 400. He takes the victory, second win of the day for him. Second season running. Callum Percival will just hang on to third. Into the final corner, yeah. Callum Percival ahead of Ian McDowell, third and fourth. Mark Jordan will come home in fifth position. Sixth place looks as if it's going to go the way of Rich Richardson. Yeah, Rich Richardson there in sixth place, just ahead of Chris Spooner. That was the former 400. We have got the result for Rachel McLeod, the pre-injection 600. And this confirms the win for number 7, Mark Dickin. 10 laps in a time of 12 minutes, 27.51 seconds, a speed of 74.65 miles per hour. Second was number 86, Chris Smith. Third was number 177, Stuart Haslam. Fourth was number 4, Steve Munt. Fifth was number 9, Dave Langley. And in sixth place, number 3, 1, Chris Keenan. That's